Hi, you're watching Wealth Building for Beginners, Retail versus Wholesale Investing. I'm your host, H. Cortez, Financial Health Mentor to the working class. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Financial Health Mentor TV. I'm your host, H. Cortez, Financial Health Mentor to the working class. And today we're going to talk about wealth building for beginners, retail versus wholesale investing, why rich people continue to get richer. All right, primary reason the rich continues to get richer because they know something that you don't know. They understand the difference between retail investing and wholesale investing. Now, some of you may have seen this title and thought to yourself, what is wholesale investing? A lot of times this is a concept that we have never ever heard of. Well, just like anything else when it comes to retail and wholesale, you understand when you go to a supermarket, they are the retail sellers of a particular product. Well, when it comes to investments, there is a retail seller and there's also a wholesale seller when it comes to investments. So we understand that when we go to a grocery store, we're buying items usually one at a time, or maybe a case at a time, and the price is very different than if we were going to the wholesale distributor of that same product and buying in bulk. Well, guess what? Retail and wholesale investing works the same way. So what's an example of a retail investment opportunity? A retail investor would be your local bank on the corner. That would be Bank of America, U.S. Bank, Nations Bank, your local credit union. Well, those are retail banking establishments. So what kind of products do they sell at those retail banking establishments? Well, they sell savings accounts, they sell checking account, they sell money market accounts, they sell CDs, brokerage CDs and things of that nature. Those are what we would consider cash equivalents. All right, those types of investments you can get your hands on. They will pay a limited amount of interest because you're able to access that cash right away. All right, so when you have cash equivalents, those cash equivalents pay the least amount of interest. All right, so a lot of people don't look at a savings account as an investment, but it actually is. But it's a very, very, very small interest rate that you're earning on your money. All right. On the other hand, we look at what's called investment bankers or investment banks. Those are what's called wholesale investment opportunities because they typically will allow you to make a greater return on your investments. Now, do they sell retail products? You better believe it. You can go to an investment bank and get what's called a brokerage CD. Well, that brokerage CD is not going to pay as much interest rate on it as some of their other wholesale investments. So what you want to understand is you don't want your money here, you want your money here. All right, some examples of some brokerage or investment bankers would be Vanguard, Fidelity, T. Rowe Price, Prudential, companies like that where you can invest your money wholesale versus retail. Now, what's the major difference? The major difference is in the actual rate of return. We talked about a typical savings account. Even though you're loaning the bank your money, they're paying you a very tiny interest rate. All right, so for them to the ability to use that money. What is your bank going to do with that money? Your bank is going to take your money and take it to an investment brokerage or investment banker house, and they're going to invest that money. They're going to earn a greater rate of return, and then they're going to pay you the difference. So, for instance, you put your money in the bank is going to take your money here. Say, for instance, that's $1,000. All right, that bank is going to take your $1,000 over here. That bank is going to, or the investment banking institution is going to invest that money on the bank's behalf, and maybe that bank is earning 10% rate of return from the brokerage house. That bank in turn is going to bring that money back. So that's a 10% rate of return. Because you put that money in a savings account, you agree to 0.025%. So that bank is going to give you your 0.025%. 10% minus your 0.025%, so that's 9.75% or something to that effect that the bank is going to keep. So the bank took your $1,000, they took it to the investment banker. The investment banker invested that money, paid the bank 10% rate of return on that money. The bank was able to pay you the 9.075%, or paid you the 0.025% that you agreed upon, and they were able to profit 9.075% to keep for themselves. All right. So why am I telling you guys this, and why do I want you to learn this? Because you, my friend, have the ability to go to the investment bankers directly. All right. How do you do that? What's the difference? The difference is you have to go to the investment bankers with a larger sum of money. You can open a savings account here with $1. All right. You can't open an investment account with these guys with $1. Usually it's going to be upwards of $2,500. All right. Now, as a problem for a lot of people because they don't have cash flow management skills. If you want to learn some cash flow management skills, Financial Health Mentor will teach you to free up your cash flow so that you can acquire the $2,500 needed to go directly to the investment bankers yourself and start earning some of those 10% rates of returns on your money versus going through the bankers. And we know that the banks are going to take that money there. So you can skip the retailer, go directly to the wholesaler yourself, but you got to have money to do that. I have a program called the 369 Financial Health Transformation that will transform your finances in 9 months or less, get you the money that you need, starting with the money that you currently make. All right, we're going to grow the money that you currently make to the point where you can open an investment account with these guys with that one-time lump sum of money, and then you can make regular contributions and start making some of those higher rates of return. So in order to find out more about that program, go to www.financialhealthmentor.com and you'll see how that program works. And if you see an opportunity for yourself, then we'll connect and we'll make sure that we get you on the path to financial success. So you're watching, I'm your host, H. Cortez, Financial Health Mentor to the working class, and I'll see you on the next video. Until then, get your money up.